want to start today with this idea that feels a bit like a magic trick, but it's really just biology. It's the concept of the invisible mechanism.
Right.
We all walk around thinking we're recording reality, like a high-def camera catching every single detail.
Okay.
But the stack of research we have today suggests it's basically a lie we tell ourselves.
It is a comforting lie, though. We like to think we're these objective observers, but the reality is that our brains, our laws, even our history are defined just as much by what we ignore as by what we actually see.
Exactly. And we are looking at a stack of sources today that, honestly, it looks like someone just dropped a library card catalog on the floor.
It's quite a mix.
Yeah, we've got the psychology of why you might miss a gorilla standing right in front of you. We have a deep neurological study on, of all things, the love life of the midshipman fish.
And a very heavy dossier on a century of U.S. regime change.
And to top it all off, a crash course in trademark law via a sandwich shop case study.
It sounds chaotic, I know, but the thread holding it all together is this idea of distinctiveness and awareness. Whether you're a fish trying to mate, a superpower trying to shape global politics, or just a business owner trying to name a sub shop, you're in a battle between signal and noise.
So the mission for this deep dive is to figure out how that filter works. How do we decide what gets to be real and what just gets, deleted? And I want to start with the classic example, the gorilla.
The famous inattentional blindness study, Simons and Shepries.
Now, most of our listeners have probably heard this setup. It's a classic. You watch a video, two teams passing basketballs, one in white shirts, one in black. Your only job is to count the passes made by the white team.
Simple enough.
But while you're doing this, a person in a full gorilla suit walks right through the middle of the scene.
Thumps their chest, is on screen for a full 9 seconds, and then just walks off.
And the headline finding, one everyone quotes, is that about 50% of people miss the gorilla completely. But going through this source material, I realized that the did they see it or not part is actually the least interesting thing about the whole study.
I completely agree. The surface level take is just people are unobservant. But the deeper dive is why. It's not a vision problem, The photons from the gorilla are hitting your retina. It's a processing problem. It's like a cognitive deafness.
It reminds me of the cocktail party effect, right? You're at a loud party, you're focusing on one conversation, and the rest of the entire room just becomes this indistinct hum.
Precisely. To perform the task counting the passes, your brain has to aggressively suppress what's considered noise. And because you're told to track white shirts, the big black gorilla gets categorized as dark objects to be ignored.
But this is where the research gets really counterintuitive. I think this was the part that really surprised you.
Oh, absolutely. The capacity factor.
Yes. I always assume that if you're, smarter, if you have a higher work